scroll back through these games and I'll kind of give you what I've written down in my notes and kind of try to go off of what Pearlo was liking in some of these games. But I don't got a bottle of Hymes here next to me, but I know Pearlo would say Hymes Bottle Lube. It's the best I ever said it. I never felt this way before. Um, and I can try to do a little Pearlo dance for y'all. I know Pearlo likes to do that. Um, but yeah, so going back to this first game here, we got Vancouver visiting the Columbus Blue Jackets. I agreed with Adam and liked the Columbus and Reg here. I also do lean slight to the over. We got Merzlikins versus um, Lankinen. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot the sound effects. Thanks, Po Buddy here for the reminder. We finished here, and an air horn just to get us. Like I said, Columbus and Reg. I also like the puck line here. I know it's going to be a little sweaty with Merzlikins in net, but I feel like they've got that energy coming off of that win and the um, new coach bump. Lankinen's been horrible. I could also see the over here, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see, how is the Seattle Boston game over 5.5? I did have the over written down in that game, and I believe Perlo agreed with me. It's going to be Decord, and I believe it's Swayman, as if I can remember correctly. But yeah, 5.5, I could see that over as well. San Jose and Washington. So I had a slight lean to San Jose here, but I'm going to be waiting for the morning skate to see if Tom Wilson is going to be projected in the lineup. I believe Chikrin is also projected to be back in the lineup, but at plus 160, kind of hard not to take San Jose and the state that Washington's been playing in. But if Wilson's back, I think he's a big enough offensive generator for me and a great on the defensive end as well. And I may not take San Jose. But if Wilson's out, regardless of Chikrin or whoever else is coming back, at plus 160, I'll take a shot at San Jose. Um, they've won 3 of the last 4. They're coming off of that 2-7 game versus Vegas, where I don't think they played as well. But they've been grinding out wins, and at plus 160, I think it's worth a shot. Got Montreal visiting Buffalo. Got Buffalo on the back-to-back. I'm still leaning Buffalo here. Um, I could definitely see Buffalo. Um, if it's Dobish in that, I think we had one site showing Dobish. This was the game where every site showed a different goalie. If it's Montrebowl or Dobish, I could definitely see getting behind Buffalo on the back to back. Like I watched that game tonight. They're playing awesome. I know it's Colton Ellis in net, but I could see getting behind Buffalo here. But if it's Fowler, I think it's a closer game and possibly a draw game. So we'll see. We'll see if we get there tomorrow. Next game, we got. Was I? Oh, I said I slightly leaned to the over in this. If it's not Fowler. Next game, we got Philly visiting Pittsburgh. I did not have anything written down in this game. It's probably going to be Arison because you got Philly on the back to back. They played. What's his face today? Their better goalie. And then you got Pittsburgh. I believe it's going to be Skinner in net. Skinner's been pretty solid as of late. Minus 154. My best bet in this game, and it's the only thing I have written down, is a Crosby Apple. He's been on a 2-game hiatus, hasn't had an apple. I know they haven't been scoring. Harrison's a bad goalie. I expect Pittsburgh to get back on the board in this game Pittsburgh's getting back on the board in this game. How can Crosby not be uh, in the mix? He's also got very good goal numbers versus Philly. So, oh, that's right. I did say so. Crosby is plus 155 to score a goal, and he's plus 155 for an apple. So just take a unit and split it between the two. He's getting one of them. He said, "What's the channel for the shows when it's not on here?" So it is on my channel on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and my channel on YouTube is my exact name, Exotic Wagers, with a Z. So I can drop that in the chat real quick. But yeah, it'll be over on my channel on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And then also, I plan on trying to get on my channel more often, maybe on Saturday mornings and stuff like that, or maybe on days when I'm not working my 9 to 5 and I'm working my 5 to 9 all day. But yeah, I will try to get on more often on my channel. But for right now, it's just Tuesdays and Saturdays when we're not running this show on Pearlo's channel. Seattle, Boston. I did have the over 5.5 written down here. I do like Jordan Eberle over 1.5 shots. I was on his prop today, and he let me down. He has been pretty great I don't know if it's on the road or at home, but playing Boston. I did like the over 5.5 in this game. Like I said, it's going to be Decord versus Skinner. I know Seattle's been playing great, but I don't know if I can get to a side in this game. If I was leaning anything in this game, it's probably going to be the over. And then I'll look at props tomorrow. But off the top of my head, be Beniers, Everly on Seattle side, and then on Boston side, I might go back to Geeky anytime goal. He's got the dad bump, new dad. Didn't score in the last game, but I know he did have quite a bit of attempts on goal. So I may look at that again and just take Geeky for an anytime goal. He was on a huge hot streak. I think he's 8 or 9 now where he's not had a goal. So definitely trying more now on the dad bump. Maybe even take his over 2.5. His over 2.5 shots on goal is usually plus money. So I could see that happening. Winnipeg versus Minnesota. Well, also just to double back, I forgot to mention Pearlo's leans. I know he did like Columbus as well. I believe he was also liking the over. I think he said that this was going to be a Washington kill spot, but I didn't know how he was going to play that. I think maybe he was taking the team total. It is Askarov in net. He hasn't been playing the greatest after starting out pretty hot. Buffalo, I believe he was still leaning Buffalo. He's been on Buffalo ever since this hot streak started with them and said it from the get-go. So I wouldn't not see him not taking Buffalo again. As far as Philly and Pittsburgh, to be honest, I don't really recall what he said on that game, but I'm sure he can put out a short tomorrow on that game. Seattle, Boston, to be honest, I don't recall. I believe he leaned the over as well, but that's all I had. Next game, we got Winnipeg and Minnesota. I believe we were on opposite sides on this game. I did lean the Winnipeg team total over 2.5. I believe he's leaning the Minnesota team total over 3.5. But you can always go back to the beginning of this and watch what he said if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry, I'm not always right. I don't win every day, but I am profitable every year. So remember that. All right, let's start going over to the 8:30 Eastern slate. We got Calgary versus Chicago. Give me Chicago money line. Adam said it as well. Calgary is horrible. We're probably going to have Wolf in net. Wolf is giving up 4 or more in 4 or 5 straight. Chicago team total over 3 is minus 107. It's probably going to be split between that and the money line on this game. Connor Bedard over 2.5 shots. I believe it's a minus 150 line. I like the over 2.5. So if you can't play a minus 150, I usually don't play 150s. Minus 145 is usually my cutoff point. I have played one at minus 150s in spots I really like, but I try to stay under minus 140 or better. So use it as a parlay piece if you don't like that. Maybe make a same game parlay, Chicago money line or Chicago team total over 3 and Connor Bedard over 2.5 shots. I could see that going. Um, I don't remember. I don't think Pearlo was with us from here on out. I could be wrong. But next game on the board, 9 p.m. Eastern, we got Dallas at Utah. Oh boy. So you got Dallas won the game earlier this season, 4-3 in Dallas on November 28th. About a month and a half ago, a little over a month and a half ago. You got Utah winning 3 of the last 4. They beat Toronto in a bad spot, very bad spot. I'm a Utah fan. I really haven't been. They've been winning. They beat Ottawa, struggling Ottawa. Beat St. Louis, struggling St. Louis. Beat Columbus before the coach bump. Beat the Rangers. Anybody should beat the Rangers right now. Um, Lost to New Jersey. So they've been winning, but in my opinion, they haven't been winning the way they should be winning over these teams. Like I know Toronto was a huge win, 6-1, but I don't know. Something tells me Dallas wins this game. They're gonna have Ottinger in net, and it's gonna be Veggie. Veggie hasn't had the greatest numbers versus Dallas. You can catch Dallas here on the road as a dog. I don't know if I'll get there. Dallas has been horrible. Utah's been playing decent. But if you want my official plays, head over to my free Discord for the Legacy Sports Discord. Links in the bio. I'm sure if you wanted to get any of Perlo's official bets, you can follow him over at Tony's Picks, stage name Steve Duncan. Donate to the Chafety Fund there. I believe he's also got something on X on a group. You can get him there too. So, but yeah, so I slightly lean to Dallas here. Probably going to be a pretty good prop game. I know Utah's a good shot suppression team, but maybe I'll take Sergachev shots. How did I forget that? Minus 132. Currently, he's covered that. I think 15. What did I say? 19 of the last 18 of the last 21 games at home. So great trend there. Over 1.5 minus 132. Heading over to this next game, Islanders heading over to Rogers Place to play the Edmonton Oilers. I don't have anything written down on this game. I mean, you got Sorokin. It's going to be Sorokin versus, who did I say? Jari. Jari's been pretty solid as of late. Kind of hard not to back Edmonton, but I don't like the price at minus 170. Adam did say he thinks, Islanders have been bad at the power play, and Edmonton should get a couple power play goals. So I don't know what they're over. They're over half a power play goal in the game is probably horrible, but maybe over the 1.5 would be a good look. I did go over the Draisaitl and Connor McDavid stats at home. Connor McDavid over 3.5 shots, minus 110. I'm probably going to be on that. So that will probably be a good look for me. I might just take that and run with that and get out of here. Not take a side or a total. I know the total was set at 6. I don't know what the trend is. I don't remember the trend is between the two teams head to head, but Sorokin has been a little leaky. He has been good at times. Jari's been great. Or Skinner's been. Wait. I'm getting my teams mixed up here. Trades mixed up. Why did this switch on me? Jari's been solid as of late. since he's been with Edmonton. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'll get to the over. I'm probably just like I said, gonna play McDavid. Um, and then the last game that we just talked about, Marner returns back not to Toronto, but Toronto comes to him playing his old team. Adam liked his shots in the first period. I could see his over 2.5 shots hitting. Um, I do lean Vegas here. I don't know if I can get behind the minus 142, but maybe Wolves saves. I mean, I know Vegas is going to be on the back to back, but I could see Vegas trying to win this team for Martin, win this game for Marner, and I I wouldn't shy away against another Stone goal. He had another goal tonight. I think that's 5 games in a row, or maybe 5 of the last 6. I don't know if he missed last game, but definitely something I was leaning in this game. Alrighty, thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. As Pearlo would say, get your finger Pilates out. Smash that like button. Um, as for me, make sure you follow me over on YouTube, X, Instagram, over at Exotic Wagers on all 3 sites. Like I said, my show will be posted on my channel on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Every other day, you can find it here on Pearlo Wisdom YouTube channel. And let's see, Pearlo gives you 42, so I guess I'm giving you 58%, but I'm giving you all 58% of that 50 or 100% of that 58%. And we had 42% of that time, about half of the show. So still giving you a lot of bangers. We've given out a lot of good plays here. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, like I said, and catch us back here tomorrow between 9:30 and 10 Eastern. We try to make the 9:30 time. We're usually on by 10 o'clock Eastern, or 9 o'clock Eastern. Wait, 10 o'clock Eastern. But like I said, thanks again. And I'm going to log myself out here and see when Perlo cuts the show. But thank you guys all for tuning in, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.